welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the Veja Sneaker. Everyone says it's the most comfortable shoe and sneaker that they've ever put on, so I was like, yes, sounds like it's for me. I needed a pair of just like white and black sneakers, so I bought them. Now, the sizing is super confusing. I watched a couple videos to try to figure out what size to get. I'm in between sizes. I'm a US 9.5. And some videos said size up, some videos said size down, and even the website itself said if you're in between sizes, just order both and you can return. With that said, returns were not as easy as I thought they would be. I figured if the website is saying, oh yeah, we do free returns and, return the item, buy both, I figured they would send a return label in the mail to make it just like super easy, one that you just like write why you're returning and stick the label on. That is not the case. At the end of the video, I will show you guys the screen recording that I had done to show you guys how to return an item, because it was even like a little bit confusing for me, and I feel like I do returns all the time. All right, so to get into the shoe, I think one of the reasons why it's really hard to figure out sizing is because they have several different models that personally I think all look the same. They have the Campo, Esplar, V10, V12, and V90, and then a couple other ones, but I think the Campo, Esplar, V10, and V12 are probably the most popular ones. The Esplar are the cheapest, but their sole is like a little bit flatter, and I feel like for the extra $25, the Campo, which is what these are, just are gonna last a little bit longer and are just better made because of the sole being thicker on the shoe. I don't know if the sizing is different for the Esplar because I only purchased the Campo and the V12, but I can tell you that the Campo runs large. Like I said, I'm usually 9.5. Typically, I usually size up in a sneaker and I go to a 10, but these I actually size down. The 10s were way too big. I even at first thought that the 9s were a little big, but once I put the laces on all the way, because they don't come fully laced up, they actually fit perfect and they're very, very comfortable. Very weird, and I don't know if it's because of the material these shoes are made out of. A lot of the times handmade shoes, each pair of shoes runs a little bit different in sizing, and I've never had this issue before with any other shoe, so I don't know if it's my feet or what, but the left shoe is a little tighter than the right shoe. I'm sure as they wear, because it is a leather shoe, it will figure itself out, because the leather kind of like will mold to the shape of your foot and get a more relaxed and more comfortable over time, but that kind of threw me off a little bit, but not enough to return them. I don't think there's a defect. It's just like a little bit pushing against my toe. Like my toe is like right there. I tried these on with pretty thin socks, just like regular sneaker socks, nothing crazy. Cause I tried to just get like a sock that I would genuinely wear with them all the time to try them on with. The V12s are supposedly a little more sporty, and I got these sneakers to try on in a 10 because I really did think that I was going to be a size 10 like I usually am in sneakers. That was not the case. They were too big, but I don't think the V12 ran differently sizing wise than the Campo sneaker. I feel like the size 10 in the Campo sneaker and the size 12 in the V12, and the size 10 in the V12 were the same size. I don't think that varies based on model. I can't speak about the Esplar though. So I did return both size 10s. They are European size 41, and then the size 9 is a European size 40. They have a size chart online, but what's weird is the size chart has the European sizes and the US sizes, but the website itself is in US size. But then on third-party websites, you can find these a little bit cheaper than what they were on the Veja website. I just knew I was gonna order a bunch of different ones and I didn't really wanna deal with third-party shipping, returns, things like that. But a lot of the third-party websites are only in the European size. So if you go to like Farfetch or one of those websites, it only has them in like 40 or 41. So that was a little weird too. But all in all, once I figured out how to return the shoes, I feel pretty happy with the ones that I got, and I don't feel like I'm gonna have to really break them in. They're pretty soft already. It's crazy because I put them on one time to try them on, and you can already see the leather kind of like, what do we call it? Wrinkling. There's definitely some like wrinkling and wearing happening already on the leather, but I don't mind that. I kind of like the look of worn sneakers. They're always like super comfy, the soft material, and you can tell it's real leather because the tongue has some suede on the backside. And I just feel like they're gonna look like really well worn sneakers, and that's fine. I have a pair of Golden Goose sneakers, and you either like love that look or hate that look. So if you don't like creasing, there we go. Couldn't think of the word before. If you don't like creasing in your sneakers, you probably don't want these shoes. But if you like that worn style and you want something super comfy, these are probably for you. But I know creasing kind of bothers some people, especially like the Air Force community that does not want to get their sneakers creased. So I hope that helps. Let's talk about return. They did not send the return label in the mail. You have to do it online. Now, I was super confused because I had checked out as a guest, and you need to create an account to do a return. So whatever email address you use to order these shoes, you have to create an account using that email address. I don't know why their website is so strict, but like password credentials were kind of strict. Even it was asking me, it had like the security code that you had to decipher, if you've ever seen that on other websites. And I'm like, this is not like a bank account. This is a shoe website. Why are you guys so making it so difficult? Like, I'm all for having like safe information and safe websites, but it was kind of over the top. Even I logged in with what I thought was a password that I had created, and it locked me out of my account for several minutes because I put in the wrong password. I mean, it's a shoe website, calm down. So regardless, create your account. You have to go into your orders, click on the view order, then you start your return. You fill out the information. It brings you to another website that said your return is started, but I was like, where is my return label? You have to click on another button to view the return label and then print it yourself. You have to make sure that the label itself is printed and that you have that other page detailing the return in the box with your return. They do pay for returns of orders over 100, and I think the Esplar, being the cheapest shoe, is $125, so you're not gonna have a problem having to pay for returns. Hopefully this video helps. For anyone who said to size up, I'm very confused as to why you said that, and I'm curious what model of shoe you got. Like I said, if someone can leave a comment who has the Esplar, if that's, you know, that kind of shoe, I would love to know, because the two models that I got were very big. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. I'm gonna try these on and show you what they look like on.